Welcome to Keep the Faith Ministry News. An unhinged man used a steak knife to butcher 4 of his relatives, including an 11-year-old girl and a 12-year-old boy, and set their Queens house ablaze before he injured 2 police officers and was shot dead by cops Sunday morning. Officers rushed to the home in Far Rockaway after a young girl called 911 and said her cousin was killing her family members there, and she then jumped out of a window to escape, NYPD officials and police sources said. The cousin, identified by police as Courtney Gordon, 38, was trying to leave with luggage in tow when the 2 uniformed officers arrived at the 2-story house. The cops tried to speak to him, but in about 10 seconds, he pulled out a kitchen steak knife and stabbed one officer in the neck and another in the head, NYPD Chief of Department Jeffrey Madry said during a press conference. One of them, a 28-year NYPD veteran, then shot and killed the suspect, Madry said. Quote, "This scene was chaos, multiple victims, a house on fire, and a madman on a rampage on a mission," Police Benevolent Association President Patrick Hendry told reporters. Gordon, whose last known address was in the Bronx, likely set a couch on fire as he was attempting to make his escape, police said. Officers discovered the 11-year-old girl with fatal stab wounds right outside the home. 3 other victims, the 12-year-old boy, a 44-year-old woman, and a man in his 30s, were found dead inside of the home, also stabbed to death, cops said. Another stabbing victim, a 61-year-old woman, was taken to local hospitals in critical condition, according to the NYPD. The injured officers were taken to Jamaica Hospital in critical but stable condition, according to police and sources. Both were treated and released by later Sunday. Gordon was taken to the hospital and pronounced dead upon his arrival, police said. Gordon, who was arrested less than a year ago in the Bronx for domestic violence, was visiting with the relatives when he carried out the gruesome killings, Chief of Detectives Joseph Kenny and sources said. Police have not shared the identities of the victims, but said they all appeared to have been related. Quote, "The vilest of criminals, when thrown into prison for their offenses, are often made the recipients of gifts and attentions as if they had attained an enviable distinction. Great publicity is given to their character and crimes. The press publishes the revolting details of vice, thus initiating others into the practice of fraud, robbery, and murder, and Satan exults in the success of his hellish schemes. The infatuation of vice, the wanton taking of life, the terrible increase of intemperance and iniquity of every order and degree, should arouse all who fear God to inquire what can be done to stay the tide of evil." Great Controversy, page 585. This is Keep the Faith Ministry News. Thank you for watching.